Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top 4 seeds a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Kansas Jayhawks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. And they'll run it here. It's the running back with the ball. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
How about that, Chris? He gets a chance once, twice. They go back to him a 3rd time. He's still short of the first down. This defense really locking in on that running back every time he touches the football.
Here we go on 4th down. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
Yeah, that is a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. He's going to pull it down and run. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield when it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
3rd down and short on the 8th play of this opening drive. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
But with all this build-up and hype in this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on 3rd down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Strong opening drive. This is the 11th play coming up. It'll be third down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll run it from the gun. In the clear at the 25. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Cole. Offense getting set. It's second down. Send the back in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. The Jayhawks have first and 10 here.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He makes the grab, and he's tackled after the catch. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? The offense facing a tough conversion here. Third and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. And the Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Picks up 2, so it's second and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Sticking with the running game. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Important third down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Finds an open target on the left side. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
Nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion makes it second down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Running with purpose. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's the target, and it's complete. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing.
Can he reach the end zone? That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Irish offense comes up here on 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And it's a touchdown, but there is a flag down. Let's check out the marker. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. And he'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set. Allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
Boy, nice pickup there, Chris. We'll have to see if this defense stays in man coverage after giving up another big play.
Off the play fake on first down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. First down and 10. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The Jayhawks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And the second effort there will earn him the first down. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll return it from inside the 5. Oh, the returner fumbled it.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? And looking to throw now on first down. Breaking free at the 35. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs. One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. And the quarterback dropping back. Hit just as he throws the ball. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Going again on 2nd and 10. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Great start to the drive, but now back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to scramble now. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. Got space, looking to score. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. And they'll set up for the PAT.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Returner looking to create better field position. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. First down here for this offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Quick throw to the left. He pulls it in for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Looking to scramble. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Let's see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's going to take off. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the first down. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Looking for a gap. It's Cole. That's a strong stiff arm. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
How about this call here by this offensive coordinator? They're down early in this game, third down and long. The last thing they can afford to do is have to punt the ball, but they show you why they love this back. Get his hands on the football, and he picks up the first down. Unbelievable call.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They call the draw play here. He shreds the tackle. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. This will be a 46-yard attempt. Long enough and good. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. We get the second half started with a running play. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Oh, here comes the reverse. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. A gain sets up a third down play. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
The Jayhawks will line up on 1st and 10. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Offense operating from the pistol. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking for the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
And the Jayhawks churn out another first down. Looking to throw it on first down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass caught, second down now. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
And the back gets the football. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Powers through a tackle. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. And now the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held her just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And he lobs it deep down the middle. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Offense will decline the penalty after that big gain. Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They finally corral him at the 1.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second and goal for the offense. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, here we are now on 4th down, Chris. And at this point in the game, a field goal gives you the lead. I don't think you roll the dice. I think you kick the field goal, you take the lead, and then you rely on your defense to be able to win this game. Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Kansas offense back on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Makes a quick catch. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on 1 guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be.
Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play. And this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense. And that is a big loss for the offense.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. And that pass ball is incomplete. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He pulls in the catch.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
The Jayhawks looking to keep this drive rolling. Looking for a gap. It's Cole. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. second down play coming up. Play action fake. Looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play. But now it's going to bring up third down. We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. They'll give it to the running back. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. So here we go. One of the biggest moments of this game. The field goal unit is out there for a pressure kick. He connected the first time. This attempt is from 44 yards away. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And we are tied up now here in the fourth quarter. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. The shotgun handoff here. They'll tackle him out across the 20. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. They're set now to try the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Kansas offense is back out there now. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Made the defense look slow that time. We've been treated to a tremendous playoff game so far. Tied, late, and now a chance, Kirk, for an instant classic finish.
Chris, you're exactly right. What an incredible game of this magnitude. We're at the finish now. The question is, who is going to make the play? These are typically the moments where the result and the finish of the game is decided by one Herculean effort and concentration by one of its players. If there's any time for a big-time playmaker to make a play, it's right now.
Return starts from inside the 5. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. And they hand it off to the back. And that's the 2-minute warning here as we set up for a close, dramatic finish to this one. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Physical running, fights off the defender. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
The back's got it. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And that run produces a decent gain. They need some important yards here in 3rd down. A field goal try here would be from 59 yards out. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They go in front in the final minute of play.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback with the game on the line. He finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they score late to take the lead.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Makes the catch downfield. And the offense takes timeout with 26 seconds remaining.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to.
First down, looking to throw the football. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. The pressure still can't get him. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. The timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Running out of time in the pocket. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. Well, a really entertaining game. Came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.